All right, guys, we are going to try this again. I just talked to Gina. She's almost at Michelle's house, and they're going to see if that makes it work better. Okay? So, hi, guys. Welcome. Happy weekend again. We're excited that you've hopped on to this Team Thrive for Freedom quick video on how to increase your PPA. Okay, Gina, I'm going to get to you one second. I'm just going to do a quick intro. What I'm excited about for you guys to hear is there was a retreat that we did as a team in January. Some of you got to it and some of you didn't. If you were at that retreat, do me a favor and put in the comments something that you learned while you were there, or something that was inspirational to you while you were there, something that would make others want to be at the next one that we're at, right? So these wonderful ladies, Michelle, Gina, and a few of their other friends came to the retreat in January. Hi, Jody. Hi, Gina. They came to the retreat in January, and when they came, they weren't happy with where their business was. They wanted to move it forward. They were finding blockages. They couldn't figure out why they weren't having the success that they wanted. They came, they listened, and within the very first day, they said to me, I remember, they were like, what we want out of our business, we know we are stopping ourselves from the success that we need to have. We are going to do it. I'm going to take ownership over my own business. I'm going to achieve this. And Michelle came back and did exactly that. So I am going to add Gina on because Gina came over to live. So we couldn't figure out what was going on. Let's see if that works. Yay, there's beautiful.
Yay!
Everybody say hi to Michelle. Give her some hearts. Give her some thumbs up. All right. So
hi.
We are so excited to have you on here. Are you wearing a sleeveless shirt in Jersey in the winter?
Yes, I am.
Is it cold or hot there?
It's cold, but in my house, when I'm a little stressed and trying to get myself together, so I've been cooking and cleaning before this live.
My family would love it if I would cook and clean when I'm stressed.
Can you hold that?
I don't do that when I'm stressed. I eat. And I'm usually like shoving my face on it.
No, I cook. So now I have a pot of gravy.
That's awesome.
I made pasta salad and I got some chicken meatballs going.
Oh my gosh, we all are coming to visit Michelle. All right, so Michelle, I was just telling everybody about how you guys came to the retreat in Florida in January and what an inspiration that was for you guys. And you really came back, and you can learn all you want, right? There are people out there, I call them self-improvement junkies, to be honest. It's probably not the nicest term, but there's a lot of people out there that will constantly go to like Tony Robbins and Darren Hardy and all these big events. And then they never take action with what they've learned. And so what I'm so excited for you to share with everybody today is a little bit from what you got from January and how you came back and took action, because 44 PPA, and guys, it literally last night it was a 45, but you know how the 30-day rotation turns. So I'm going to call it 45. She had a 45 PPA yesterday, and that is mind-blowing. And it just shows you that when you decide to change your business, you can. So first, I want you to share a little bit about what you got out of January, then the action that you took, and then I will end this today with giving them some tips on how you're using the Thrive Pro Bars to really bump up that PPA.
Okay.
I'm throwing it over to you, girl.
Thanks. Sorry that this was so confusing, guys. I have no clue why it wasn't working. I will tell you, going into Florida, I was going in with a business aspect. I was going to go in there, learn everything about the business, and, go 150% full force. That did not happen. That event that I went to, you and Elise, it was life-changing for me. Behind the business end is always the reason of why you sabotage yourself, why you're holding back, what is the cause of that. Being brought up in an Italian family, my father was, very strong on nothing ever holds you back. You go forward, you go for it, and you keep going for it. And I've lived with that my whole life. A lot of people that know me see me as a strong woman, whether my health challenges have taken me, through different journeys, and nobody really even knew it because that's the way I was brought up. But when I spoke to Elise, and this was a little prior to the event, she said to me, what do you do and why are you sabotaging yourself? And I was like, I'm not sabotaging myself. I don't even know what you're talking about. And then we started talking. Yeah, I was like, stop it. Why are you saying that to me? And then we were talking more, and Blair, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. And emotions and self-sabotaging thing, everything started coming to a head. And I was actually crying on the phone with her. And I'm like, oh my God, you did this in 25 minutes. What are you doing to me? So when we got to this retreat, I walked in that room, and the first thing she said is, okay, everybody's going to get up and we're going to move around, because of course I was with my Fab for Fun girls and I was in my comfort zone. And when she said that, like, I froze and I thought, oh no, this is not, what did I get myself into? I met such wonderful, wonderful people. And I think for me, the whole thing about my business moving forward is the support, the action, the consistency. And I get that from not only my Fab four girls, that we're in this group every day that holds us consistent, and accountable for what we do. If we're having a problem, we discuss it, whether it's business or family or, kids. And life is not easy and you have distractions. But when you have a group of people or that one person that you can talk to, I've come to you, I've come to Elise, and it just opened up a whole different thing. It's like, wow, I have an enormous family to help me, whether it's with business. And, when you say hashtag return to love, it really means something, because you're not doing this by yourself. You have people that are here to help you, even with the business end of it. Yes, it's definitely about, our 3-step Thrive process, but it is more about finding out who you are, what holds you back, and how you can get past that. Journaling for me is amazing. My devotionals have been life-changing for me. And yeah, I'm a different person coming out of that retreat. And I will tell anybody that's listening to this, if you have not been to one of those retreats, get on a plane, do whatever you have to do, because I personally think these offered for free. I would pay thousands to sit in a room. I would pay thousands.
Right. I'm going to interrupt you really quick. So guys, I'm waiting to hear back from Elise. She's in Hawaii. There's been some, rain, whatever. She's got some stuff going on there. But as soon as I hear back from her today, I'm hoping to hear back today. I will get the link for the Jersey retreat that we're doing. It's only a 1-day retreat. I don't know how many spots we have left. I haven't heard what the number is as of right now. But it will be open until the spots are filled. So we might only have 10. We might only have 20. I don't know. But as soon as we get that link, we'll share it with you. And then we'll also be doing one in mid-May in North Carolina. So there will be some that you can come to, because I know what you just said, Michelle, is that now everybody's going to be messaging me, when can I go to the next retreat? So we'll get that information out to you, I promise. I don't even know if we have any spots left for Jersey yet.
We're going to check that. We'll check that.
I have a feeling we have at least 10 or 20. So it'll be first come, first serve once I open that link to you guys. But I'm just waiting to get that link from Elise, or if you guys can check. I told Elise I wanted nothing to do with that part, because last time we messed up the list because we were both checking it.
Yeah.
She's in charge of it this time. So Michelle, tell everybody, since you've been back, you've been journaling, you have been doing your daily devotions, but what kind of action steps have you been doing for your business that people, because a lot of people in here are doing their daily journaling now. So what were the action steps that you took for the business since you've come back as well, on top of the devotion and journaling?
I stayed consistent with the reach outs, journaling, and then also, which I'm still working on, because I'm doing, I'm trying to get there, but I will. Time blocking is huge. The calendar for me is, I think once I master that, I've gotten better, and I need to learn how to not make the distractions take me away from what that calendar looks like. So I'm working on that, but that definitely has helped with my business, my reach outs. It holds me accountable. Having that person to hold me accountable also is something that's helping with my business, because when I get on our lives, our team, the Fab for Fun group page, we have a group feed. Every day we're on there, and we'll discuss what we're doing for the team in the next couple of weeks. What did you do today? You know, how'd you do? Did you do your reach outs? So that's definitely helping me with the business, I would say.
That's good. And you guys have been doing some fun live events. You guys doing those every other week or once a month?
We're doing them once a month. It's called Fab for
Okay.
Fun. And I will tell you that, you know, our approach, I'm the fun Jersey crazy girl. And I said to them, like, this has to be fun. You know, we have to do something that is going to be fun for women and men. The business, you know, your life gets taken over by family, by work, by this.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice just to go out for a couple of hours and not think about anything? And, you know, in the interim of doing this, we're all wearing Thrive patches. So whoever's bringing guests is now seeing the Thrive patch, and we're talking one-on-one as opposed to a local where they're coming into a room, which I love the locals too, but this is it's just a different approach.
And we're doing right. And so what you guys, I want all of you to understand, because you might not have the background. So one of the things that Michele and her group in Jersey are doing is they're having these really fun things, like they did a bowling night this week. So they're all inviting guests. They might be one-on-one talking. People are seeing the energy, the excitement, the great camaraderie. And some people join this business for money. Some people join this business because they have a passion for the product. Some people join this business for the community. And so they're trying to build that community in their area. And then Elise and I are coming in on Friday, March 23rd for a big local. So that's where they'll have their normal local, like what you guys are used to, where everybody comes in. We have speakers at the front. You know, it's usually at a hotel or a restaurant. They are having that at the end of March, but they're trying to build ahead of time to build a community of people who see the difference in them and see that it's something fun. And so they're kind of, and they're also rebuilding that area, because there has been maybe some negative things about Thrive in that area, or maybe they just didn't have a great team in that area. So that's why they're doing that. That's some great ideas for those of you that are watching and wondering, like, oh, well, why are they doing it that way? Same thing here in South Florida. Sometimes we always do like 2 or 3 times a year. We do a big local. Like those of you that were here in January saw, we had Drew Hoffman come. It was a big local, like 200 people at a hotel. The rest of the times we either do them at my house or at the wine bar. We do them very laid back and small, and we generally only have about 20 or 30 people. Why? So that those people don't feel like there's 100 promoters staring the 3 guests down, right?
Yeah.
So we make it a little more fun. So I love that. So Michele, tell everybody, I feel like I wish I had like a little drum roll app, because I know I've gotten a ton of messages. How is this girl getting a 45 PPA? What is she doing? So share with everybody how you did that and give them some tips as well.
I wish that I could say
I'm going to be taking some notes.
I wish that I could say that this was this miraculous business thing that I came up with, but I am a person that really believes in supporting others. So when the protein bars hit, I immediately thought of, and Gina and Julia Lojo and Lisa and Kelly, we were all talking, and we came up with this like Girl Scout cookie thing where we had that printout, which was great. And then
okay, hold on, I'm going to stop you really quick. Hold on, Michele, sorry. Guys, if you haven't seen that video where I use Julia's sheet and I explain it, you should go back and watch that video. Okay, I'll bump it up after this video and say this is the video Michele's referring to, but that's what she's referring to. And shout out to Julia, because it's amazing.
Yeah,
okay, sorry,
it's so amazing. And when I saw that and my wheels started turning, I sent out a message. I put together this message that basically was, hey, hey guys, my company is now gotten protein bars. They're delicious. They're 20 grams of protein. I would love it if you could support me. And I'm running for a trip to Cali. Let me know if you can help. And that was it. I sent that to every single person in my phone contact. I sent that to some. I have not yet touched my Facebook page. I think I sent maybe 10. And every day I woke up and I said to Gina and them, I'm going to do, today my number's 30, I'm going to do 40. So
she really did do this, guys, because I'm in this group chat with them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Every time she put a number out, she hit it.
And I'm hitting it again today, Blair. Listen, I got you and Elise watching me. It's like, oh my God. I said to Gina, I'm not putting that number up there. They're going to make me do that. So instead of going small, I went back to think out of the box, go for it, and I went big. I did get another one this morning, so I am at 45 back in the 30-day.
Amazing.
And then what I thought was, okay, so I hit all of my, and this kind of got thrown into my lap. One of my friends said to me, oh, I definitely will take them. And then she was like, oh, wait a minute, I'll be right back. And she texted me, she's like, I have 2 more people that want them. So ding, ding, I said, oh, she's sharing it with her friends. So I came up with another post. Hey, my girlfriend is in a wellness company. They came out with these wonderful protein bars. I'd really love to help her. She's also could win a trip to California because it is going to count for my trip to Cali because February's, part of the qualification. And again, I think what people have to realize is we have a golden opportunity with these protein bars. For some people who didn't want to do the patches, they didn't want to do the shakes, they didn't want to, or just weren't interested at all. I'm not touching that Thrive thing because they don't know what it's about. Now you have a protein bar. And all of these people are jumping on because of that. And then I'm going to go back and say to them, how are you doing with the protein bars? You like them, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to say, it opens up the conversation. It opens up them to seeing the website. It opens up to boost, balance, and the 3-step eventually. So that's really what I did. And I have to say, I have wonderful people. I'm blessed. I have wonderful people in my life. My husband also sent out a text to his, his workers and his friends saying, listen, my wife is in a, running in a thing and she's got these protein bars. I hope you guys could support her. And that's where this all came from.
So where it came from, guys, is number one, she set an intention. She's not saying that because she's being a little humble right now, but she set an affirmation and an intention by putting it out in that group. She said, I'm going to hit this many today. Okay. Second thing she did was she took action. You can say an affirmation till you're blue in the face, but if you don't take the action to go with it, it says that in Think and Grow Rich. It says that in the Bible, whichever one you want to read. It's very clear. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. But you have to go take action. Okay. So she went and took action. She reached out to, I just wrote this down. Every single person in her contacts in her phone. Have I done that? No. I'm being honest. But I have a lot of people, and I agree with her, who are more willing to order a bar or re-talk about Thrive now that I have a bar than in the past when I've tried to talk to them about the Thrive experience. They've had whatever their opinion is, or they Googled something and read something that was ridiculous. Correct. But what I'm hoping is going to achieve through this is that they're going to get a bite of that Thrive Pro Bar. They're going to love it. They're not going to get a gassy belly. They're going to notice that it's amazing. The taste is great. Maybe their kids try it. They love it. And now they're like, wow, this company's pretty legit. What else do they have, Blair? Right? Because I'm following up. That's the other thing Michelle's going to do. Now she's got 45 PPA. Well, guess what? With great things comes a lot of responsibility. Yeah, so Michelle's going to have to follow up with all those 45 and make sure they love their Thrive Pro Bar. So, Michelle, any other tips you want to give? I have a couple more tips before we hang up today, too, that I want to share.
I really want everybody to know that, go for it, do the work and send out those messages, because even if you sent out 40, you're going to get 5 to 10 people that are going to answer you and say yes. You really will. I mean, I don't know anybody. If somebody sent me that message, I would say absolutely. And don't be afraid to send it out. You're not begging for something. You're not asking somebody to do something, that's unheard of. You're sending them something that's healthy for them. And you're sharing. And go back to, I will say one thing, Blair, that has definitely bumped for me. Go back to the gyms. A lot of the gym people are very hard with the Thrive, the supplements, the trainers. They're really, they know it all. They got it. They got what they want. They don't need anything else. Well, now you have a protein bar. And I do have people that have now come back and said, I will take the protein bar.
Right. Yeah, and actually I'm going to share, some of you guys might have seen that I posted this today. Some of you might not have, but I love this quote. It says, there is no secret. I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. 900 said no, and only 300 signed up. Out of those 300, only 85 did anything at all. Out of 85, only 35 were serious. And out of those 35, 11 made me a millionaire. And that is one of Amway's multimillionaires. And it's so true, guys. I mean, think about it. Anybody you know that's had success in network marketing, it's because they've shared it with more people. Maria is more successful than me, guys, because she shared it with more people. She's had more people say yes. She's been in it a year and a half more than me, and she is honestly shares more than I do. And I share more than other people do. And so if you haven't read that, go check out my Facebook today, because I wrote a whole little write-up about it as well, because it's the honest truth. And that's exactly what Michele is sharing with you guys today. And I want to go back to what Michele just said as well about going back to gym owners and things like that. Think small business, guys. Beth sent out a compliance ticket asking about a couple questions based on my last video that we did about what is allowed as far as selling our bars and how that's allowed to be done. It's not allowed to be in a chain store. So like you can't get Walmart to pick it up, guys. And it can't, but it can be in a small mom and pop store, right? So like my friend who owns the local grooming store for the animals, I have her with a couple of boxes set up right now, and she's going to sell them out of her grooming store. Why? Because she's not ready to jump into the business because she already owns a business and she's busy. But she's like, hey, if I have a lot of people that want to order this, I'll sign up as a promoter and sell them out of my place, because people are on the go. They're dropping off their dog. They're running to get to work. They might want to buy some of these bars from you. So lots of opportunities have opened up because I'm sharing this with everybody, just like Michele shared. The other thing I want to share with you guys that I love the sampling, sending them out. Awesome. But Nicole Ponda told me something she was doing, and it was like mind blowing to me. And I'm so smart. I had to share it with you guys. She said to me, by the time I send out the bar, it's costing me like $5 or $6, right? So she said, instead, I'm telling people when they're ready, they're like, yeah, I'd like to try it. I want to try one of each, or I want to try birthday cake. She says, all right, here, listen, I've got a 10% off promo code, or maybe she says I've got a free shipping promo code. Go ahead and order the $30 box. I'm sure that you're going to love it. And if you don't, we'll talk. But it saves me money if I just give you a discount and help you get started with this promo code than me trying to send you one bar.
Yeah.
Right. And she's like, everyone's like, oh, okay. She hasn't had anybody that's debated with her about it. And it just made me stop and think, why am I handing them out like candy? Instead, let me try to get the sale first. It's the exact same thing I do with the Thrive experience, right? I always say to people, yeah, I can send you that sample, but tell me what you're hoping Thrive will do for you. And when they tell me, I usually say, oh, well, a 3-day taste test isn't going to help you sleep better at night, and you may or may not feel energy, but I doubt it. You're definitely not going to lose weight in 3 days. So why don't I just give you what I'm going to spend on that sample anyways and a discount and get you started on 30 days? And they generally always say, oh, okay, that sounds great. So it was kind of an aha moment for me when Nicole said that to me yesterday. So shout out to her for that great idea. Michele, any other ideas before we get off today?
No, I think I hit them.
Okay.
I do want to say thank you to you and Elise. Thank you so much for the support and everything you've done for all of us over here, because we truly appreciate you.
Aw, thank you. Well, listen, guys, we are a big family, and I love what Michele shared about the retreat, because I think sometimes people feel like they're in this all by themselves. And when you get around the group and the energy and you see the diversity, the excitement, the love, you realize that we can all achieve this, and we should all be building each other up and trying to help each other achieve this. And
Absolutely.
So I am so thankful that you shared that. I'm so thankful that you hopped on here and shared with everybody else. And we are so proud of you. Congratulations, Miss 45.
Thank you. Tonight it will be
Awesome.
50.
All right, guys. Michele said it's going to be 50 by tonight. She put it out there. It's exciting. All
Love
right, guys.
you.
Have a great day. Make it a great day for others.
Love you.